Hello everybody, my name is Mike Demaro and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. This episode is actually going to be a continuation of an episode that we already done. The topic of this episode is going to be autism in the media, or Asperger's in the media, and how it's portrayed. Now, this part we're going to talk about how adults are portrayed in the media. Adults with the spectrum on the media. And I feel that you may not see enough adults on the spectrum on the media because media doesn't care about adults who are on the spectrum. Now, I'm not saying that they don't care, but anyways, they do care, but they don't care at the same time. And I feel, us adults should be on the media as well. It's like, oh, they want to do a story about children. But yet, what about us adults? Now, I sent in a video to one of the local TV stations down here in Tampa because we had a big thunderstorm come through here on Friday. And I noticed, or they noticed, they saw my signature line. It was like, they saw my signature with the how I'm involved with Autism Speaks and all. It was like, okay. And I'm going to read you the emails, actually the conversations. And I feel, why are us adults being left out for something, us adults on our spectrum leave out? Why are we all left out? It says, "Hi Mike, thank you for your video. It'll air at 5:15 p.m. today," which was Friday. "I also had a personal question to ask you. I am going to be shooting a story on Tuesday of next week with a local pediatrician. He specializes in children with autism. The story is about how Dr. Berger, which is the doctor's name, gives parents suggestions to help lower their chances of having a second child with autism. While there are no studies supporting his recommendations, he feels strongly that his recommendations will make positive difference." And then the conversation goes on. "Do you have a family with a child who has autism that we could throw upon?" Now, I went ahead and replied to that email. And I said that I am actually an adult that is on the spectrum. I was diagnosed with Asperger's when I was 22 years old, which was 6 years ago. Now I'm 28. When I was still living in Massachusetts. I moved down to Davenport from Massachusetts in 2010. I have been involved with the Orlando Walk since 2010, being on the committee for that one, obviously. And I joined the Tampa Walk committee this year. And I told them that I was going to be at the Tampa Walk at Raymond James Stadium over the weekend. And I also said, if you would like to use me for the story, feel free. And then next email says, "Hey Mike, wow, awesome video, thank you. I really appreciate that you took the time to send that video to us," which was the back on the storm that we had on Friday. "Thank you for your offer to help. I am keeping my fingers crossed that I may find a family with young kids. Keep up the great work with the Autism Speaks Walk." Alright, now, I know that was kind of a disappointment for me, obviously, because they didn't want to feature me in the story. Because I am an adult with I am an adult on the spectrum. Now, as you may notice in the email, or when I was saying the email, I did not mention any names or any TV stations, and I'm not going to do that here. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to also say that, yes, I do know families that are on the spectrum. However, I wasn't going to email the news anchor or the news reporter the names. I didn't want to, because most of the people I know are from the Orlando area. And then, yeah, I also know people. Well, I do know some people that are in the Tampa area that have children on the spectrum. Yeah. In West Palm Beach, and Daytona Beach, and Fort Myers. I do know people. I did meet some people that are on the that have children on the spectrum. Yes. But note this: I didn't want to tell them. I didn't want to tell them that because I didn't want to tell the news station, because I didn't want to be a favorite to anybody of the families. And yet, I don't want to be favorites with anybody. Okay. Like I know people, I know parents that have children on the spectrum. In like I said earlier, I know several families, but I just don't want to say, hey, I just don't want to favor one parent over another. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to favor the chairman of the Orlando Walk, for example, who has a child on the spectrum. Yeah, I don't want to favor them over another parent who I know on the Tampa Walk committee, or another parent that's on the West Palm Beach Walk committee. You know what I mean? I don't like to be favorites with people. They are good people to work with. But I'm just saying that I just don't want to favor one parent over another, you know? That's not my job. You know? But anyways, there is not enough information. There is not enough coverage about adults who are on the spectrum. There's not enough. And, you know, they lean towards children. Look at Bob and Suzanne Wright, the chairman of Autism Speaks. Yet their grandchild was diagnosed on the spectrum back in 2004, and then Bob and Suzanne Wright formed Autism Speaks in February 2005. Yeah, I understand that they want to help find a foundation to help other parents out that are on the spectrum. But understand this: where's the information about the adults? You know, and media thinks it's okay to profile the children, but not the adults. I think this world thinks that us adults, they may think we are normal. We're not normal. Alright? We ain't normal. And I know ain't is not a word, but that is part of my vocabulary, and I'm going to use it. So, but yeah. You know, it's like, it's okay to feature children that are on the spectrum, but not adults. It's like, give me a break. You know, it's like the celebrities too. You know, like I know, like a celebrity that does support Autism Speaks, or does support autism. You know? But they feature mostly children. Look at Doug Flutie. He created a foundation for his son because his son is on the spectrum. You know? And then look at all these celebrities too. All these celebrities are supporters for autism. Like Adam Sandler, You have Amy Powler. You have Celine Dion. You have Conan O'Brien. You have Five for Fighting. You have Jerry Seinfeld. You have Jon Stewart. You have Maroon 5. You have Rosie O'Donnell. You have Tina Fey. You have Yoko Ono. You know, it's good that we have the celebrity endorsements. You know, it's very good that they do that. You know? But do they focus on the children that are on the spectrum? Do they not care about the adults that are on the spectrum? That's a problem. We're adults. Or some of us. What happens to children once they become adults? You know, I was talking about this today at one of my meetings. And they agree with me. You know? You know, I really like working with Autism Speaks. They're a great charity. You know? But you gotta understand that you gotta support us adults too, not just children, you know? And I feel that what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when the children grow up to be adults? And what happens if us adults don't have any resources, you know? And that is real hard to do, you know? But I just wish there was more awareness for us adults. You know? It's like, come on now. Like, you know, I'm trying to get a job with Autism Speaks so that I can help spread awareness for even adults. But it's strange. You know, let's put it this way. There are people that support autism, but there are people that don't support it. And I feel that people who don't support it are rude and they don't care. You know, like I heard Len Beck was against autism. You know? He thinks that we're lazy. We ain't lazy, dude. You're stupid for not thinking. You are wrong, you know? You are wrong because you don't know all the facts about autism or Asperger's. You don't care either. And that's the problem. Well, anyways, I feel that if the media can do more in way of supporting us adults, we'd be okay. Like, you know, if there's more awareness for adults that are on the spectrum, then it'd be easier for us. But it's hard because mostly all these foundations support only children that are on the spectrum. You know? Children have it so much better today than they did back 10, 20 years ago when I was growing up. You know, my parents had a hard time figuring out what I had when I was growing up. And then when I was 22, I was tested and I was diagnosed with Asperger's. And my mom did the research beforehand and saw the signs of it, and she actually figured it out. She actually was trying to pinpoint it to me. You know, it was just she did the research beforehand and knew about it. But yeah, they had a hard time figuring out what was going on, and there needs to be more awareness for adults, because what's going to happen? You know, us adults are trying to find jobs. Us adults on the spectrum are trying to find jobs and everything else, and it's like we get treated like normal. We are not normal. You know? Well, anyways, I'm gonna end this episode, and I hope to bring more topics about autism in the media, or you know, I do these videos because I love doing these. I love talking about my life with Asperger's and love helping out with everybody else. I'm on the committee for 2 walks. I volunteer for 3 other walks in the state of Florida, and I'm trying to do more. But I do these videos because I love helping other adults out, and teenagers out, and children out, and the parents of them. So I hope to do more videos, and I'm planning on doing more videos. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys all later. Have a wonderful day.